Madaba is an ancient town in Jordan, southwest of the capital Amman. It's known for its 6th century mosaic map of the Holy Land in the Greek Orthodox Church of St. George. The Madaba Archaeological Park preserves the mosaic-rich Church of the Virgin Mary and artifacts from the Hellenistic, Roman, Byzantine and Islamic eras. Northwest. The biblical hill of Mount Nebo overlooks the Jordan Valley and the Dead Sea.
In 2022, in Jordan, Muslims made up about 97.2% of the country's population. There were almost 750,000 refugees and other displaced persons registered in the country, mainly Sunni Muslims from Syria. In the same year, Christians made up 2.1% of the country's population.
King Hussein bin Talal Mosque is the largest mosque in Jordan. The mosque is located at an altitude of 1,013 meters above sea level and can thus be seen from most parts of Amman. It is square and features 4 minarets and marble floors.
Beautiful St. John the Baptist Roman Catholic Church stands on a hilltop overlooking Madaba. The church was dedicated to St. John to mark the place where he is believed to have been beheaded. Madaba was first mentioned in the Bible when it was conquered by the Israelites along with the rest of Moab. The Bible mentions that the town was inhabited about 4,500 years ago, and it is referred to as the Moabite town of Madaba. It features prominently in the Old Testament stories of Moses and the Exodus.
In the 1960s, a girls' school and nursery school were built alongside the church, and in the 1990s a boys' school and kindergarten were added. A library and other schools were added nearby in the early 2000s.
Madaba is also referred to as the City of Mosaics. Known for its Byzantine and Umayyad mosaics, it is where the largest number of mosaics has been discovered in their original location in the world, including the oldest surviving depiction of the Holy Land.
The Madaba map, also known as the Madaba mosaic map, is part of a floor mosaic in the early Byzantine Church of St. George in Madaba. The Madaba map depicts part of the Middle East and contains the oldest surviving original cartographic depiction of the Holy Land and especially Jerusalem.
Mount Nebo is an elevated ridge located in Jordan, approximately 700 meters above sea level. part of the Abraham mountain range. Mount Nebo is mentioned in the Bible as the place where Moses was granted a view of the promised land before his death.
The Bible says that Mount Nebo was where Moses lived out his final days and saw the promised land, which he would never enter. It is said that Moses' body may be buried here, although that has yet to be proven.
The Dead Sea, also known by other names, is a landlocked salt lake bordered by Jordan to the east and the Israeli-occupied West Bank and Israel to the west. It lies in the Jordan Rift Valley, and its main tributary is the Jordan River.
Listen, make I don't go enemies, then set trap. I walk out with the leg like who they selector. Normally I no fear, my body on the turn. If Corona boss me, I know still wear mask.
Say you remember when we no feel with the chest back. When we see the pushy, I know good to fast back. It's in my body, no go feel fair. Just not the time, but I wait to fit to work class.
The Mujib Biosphere Reserve is the lowest nature reserve in the world, with a spectacular array of scenery near the east coast of the Dead Sea. The reserve is located within the deep Wadi Mujib Gorge, which enters the Dead Sea at 410 m below sea level. The reserve extends to the Kerak and Madaba mountains to the north and south, reaching 900 meters above sea level in some places. This 300 m variation in elevation, combined with the valley's year-round water flow from 7 tributaries, means that Wadi Mujib enjoys a magnificent biodiversity that is still being explored and documented today.
Stubborn for the goro. Blood like a naku for your face like Okoro. Leader, lion, yes I be idolo. Fight and face my fears, no ojoro. Fire burn Babylon, yes. Man I move like a stallion, yes. Meeting strong, me no tagalan, yes. World best are the champion. Big Johnny carrier.
You pick a shot, busy, I took the Nebo. I put his head back if I easy my setback. She ain't I got to kick it. The best of my past government and you need to exercise. Babylon, Babylon.
magnificent Crusader fortress of Kerak, soars above its valleys and hills like a great ship riding waves of rock. But Kerak's origins go back long before the Crusaders. The earliest remains are Iron Age, shortly after the Exodus, when this was a part of Moab. It was known as Kir Hareseth, Kir Hares, or Kir, and its doom was prophesied by Isaiah 16:7, who mentions its raisin cakes, presumably a local specialty. Then it falls out of history until the Byzantine period, when it was important enough to have an archbishop.
Kerak Castle is a dark maze of stone-vaulted halls and endless passageways. The best preserved are underground and can be reached via a massive door. More imposing than beautiful, the castle is nevertheless an impressive insight into the architectural military genius of the Crusaders. With some care, you can walk along the crenellated top of the west front wall and admire the sweeping view. On clear days, you can look across the Dead Sea and see all the way to the Mount of Olives bordering Jerusalem.
Jafar ibn Abī Tālib was a companion and cousin of the Islamic prophet Muhammad, and an elder brother of Ali. Jafar quickly became known as a person who was much concerned for the welfare of the poor and indigent. Jafar was martyred in 629 CE, the 10th of Jamada al-Thani 8 AH, at the Battle of Mu'tah in present-day Jordan. The battle occurred during Islam's early years and was fought between a Muslim army and the Byzantine Empire. Jafar's tomb is located in Al-Mazar, near Kerak, Jordan. It is enclosed in an ornate zari of gold and silver made by the 52nd Da'i al-Mutlaq of the Dawoodi Bohra, Muhammad Burhanuddin.